obviously, we talk about how good he is, but Florence's offense backing him up, 5.25 runs. That's a good amount. It's under their average, and it's actually the second lowest that they've given to any starter. So he's been able to just, keep runners off base, not allowing free bases. The walk numbers are once again low. Just one walk his last time out. He's allowed 5 across 22 innings. Again, those are very low. He's doing a good job. What is going on down the
Yeah, I've been
first
watching
base
this
dugout?
too.
Schaumburg is throwing all of their bats onto the field.
Beats me, Roy.
I have no idea what that is or what that means. Either way, it is going to be a good game with some fun baseball. Buddy Pindell on the other side for the Schaumburg Boomers. As I mentioned, we've seen him prior with the Windy City Thunderbolts. Let's take a look at the Florence Y'all's offense, who is actually heading out there. But first, the starting lineup for the Schaumburg Boomers. Leading off will be the shortstop, Alec Craig. Batting second, the right fielder, Christian Fedko. In the 3 slot, the center fielder, Miles Beal. Batting cleanup, the left fielder, Kyle Fitzgerald. In the 5 slot, the first baseman, Will Prater. Batting 6th, the catcher, Alex Galarco. In the 7 slot, the designated hitter, Mitch Bonkowski. Batting 8th, the second baseman, Tony Livermore. And rounding out will be the third baseman, Cole Nelson. Very similar lineup to what we saw yesterday for Schaumburg. On the flip side, for Florence in center field, leading off Jackson Tucker. Batting second, the second baseman, Tyler Schoenfeld. In the 3 slot, the first baseman, Hank Zeisler. Batting cleanup, the right fielder, Brendan Bobo. In the 5 slot, the designated hitter, Zade Richardson. Batting 6th, the left fielder, Marcus Brodell. In the 7 slot, the third baseman, Garrett Broussard. He moves down 1. Batting 8th, the shortstop, Brett Blomquist. And rounding out will be the catcher, Kyle Harbison. We're ready for first pitch here at Thomas More Stadium. Florence out on the field, the national anthem ready to be sung when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Lovely, lovely rendition of our national anthem. We're ready for first pitch at Thomas More Stadium. The Y'alls in the all baby blue jerseys with baby blue caps. Schaumburg in the orange jerseys with gray pants and black caps. Florence looking for their first series sweep on the season. Evan Webster, the southpaw, set to go to battle here on a lovely Sunday afternoon. Bark in the park, family fun day. It's a good day to be at Thomas More Stadium.
It's a good day for a chance at a sweep, too. Florence back in their baby blues.
What do you think about the all baby blues?
My personal preference is the white pants or the pinstripe pants with the baby blue jerseys, but I guess that might be my oldest baseball take is white and gray baseball pants are definitely my 2 favorite baseball pant colors.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree. Alec Craig, Christian Fedko, and Miles Beal will be the first 3 to face Webster. Craig, obviously the lefty. Beal, a switch hitter. Will Prater will be another lefty down in the 5 spot, and Tony Livermore batting 8th. So just 2 lefties and then 2 switch hitters for Schaumburg. Against Evan Webster, the Northern Kentucky native, Ryle High School alum, University of Louisville alum.
Yeah, Schaumburg going with the same lineup from yesterday. They made a couple changes after Friday's game too, before yesterday, and they only scored a few runs. So I'm interested to see what it does. They seemed like they went to less of a lefty-righty approach in yesterday's starting lineup. All 3 starters they see for Florence are southpaws.
Alec Craig back on Friday broke the Frontier League record. Most walks in Frontier League history. Sideways windup from Webster. First pitch misses upstairs. 81 miles per hour. And we are underway. A 1-0 count to Alec Craig on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Look at the Y'all's defense. Marcus Brodell in left field. Jackson Tucker in center. Brendan 2-0 misses downstairs. 3-0 the count.
Webster just the classic Arsenal fastball. He's got that off-speed changeup and a curveball too. And he works quick. I mean, that's one of the biggest things I think you notice from Webster. Fires another strike in there, first in the count, 3-1. Lawrence starting rotation been a lot better as of late. Can of corn, shallow right center. It's Tyler Schoenfeld backing way up to make the play for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. Evan Webster, clean start. Nothing score on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTM.
Bottom half of the first inning always brought to you by Heritage Bank. At Heritage Bank, we work as hard as you do. Proudly local, fiercely dependable. That's the Heritage difference. Visit Heritage Bank online or stop by a branch near you today. Jackson Tucker leads things off for Florence, followed by Tyler Schoenfeld and Hank Zeisler. Buddy Pindell on the mound for Schaumburg, their ace to start the season. Kind of been a good 1-2 with Ross Thompson, who we saw yesterday. First pitch in there for a strike. 89 miles per hour, bottom of the zone. The 0-1 misses outside to Tucker, a 1-1 count.
You know, the sheer numbers by themselves already show you a lot for Florence offense, but One of the things I really like is they've handled really good pitching well this year, too. Ross Thompson, just another example of that.
Tucker skies that one down the first base line. Foul territory, room for Prater, who's heading over towards the net and runs out of it. That one just kept going a little right, slicing that way. Wind blowing similar to yesterday. Not really right center. It's blowing from left to right field. I wouldn't say blowing out, though.
Yeah, it was pretty swirling yesterday.
Yeah.
Sometimes going out, sometimes coming in. I don't think I saw it affect really many baseballs one way or the other.
The 1-1 misses downstairs. Fastball misses inside, 3-1. So right now I'm on my hot spot. I hope there's no problems on the radio stream. Sergeant Bilko III says, let's get going, gentlemen. Absolutely agree. 3-1 count to Tucker. How about this infield push way back? You don't see Tucker drop a bunt too often, but
No, you don't.
3-1, he ropes it into center field. That'll drop it for a base hit. Line drive single from Jackson Tucker. 90 off the bat, and Florence gets their first base runner of the day.
Literally about to mention, all base hits for Jackson Tucker look exactly like that. Just line drive singles.
Yep.
It's not really, ground balls getting through the infield, but that's 7 base hits in the series now for Jackson Tucker. We've talked about so many other guys, rightfully so, have had great series, but Tucker just continues to have outstanding numbers and kind of quietly, just because he hits in that leadoff spot, doesn't drive a ton of runners in.
First pitch in there for a strike. Shaney Felt now with maybe a bunt opportunity. Not really in over there is Nelson. We'll push back, not on the green turf. 0-1. Misses outside, 1-1. But the day from Tyler Shaney Felt yesterday, one of our player of the game. Shaney Felt with a couple base knocks, a couple RBIs, runs scored. And his stolen base counterpart on first. This is downstairs. We've learned that they're also roommates.
Yep.
How about that?
Wonder if they race in their free time. Be a good one.
Just around the house.
Yeah.
Decent lead for Tucker. He stays put. 2-1 high hopper over towards third. Toss to second for 1. The relay to first is not in time. Just a fielder's choice. So a nice play over at third from Nelson to at least get the lead runner. That'll be a 5-4 put away of Jackson Tucker. Shaney Felt swaps places with him.
Yeah, that is a pretty nice play. I mean, that's such a tougher throw that it looks. Nelson falling away towards the third base bag and just has to make the shorter throw. And Shaney Felt's speed, I don't think he really had any chance at any point to get him.
Brings up the captain, Hank Zeisler. The franchise record holder in runs scored. We were talking about there's going to be cooler records for Zeisler to break.
You'd think so.
Yeah. Like RBIs is way cooler. I mean, home runs will be cooler. Something that it's like, not dependent on everyone else to get him in. Shaney Felt bouncing around over at first. 0-1. Zeisler skies it down the third baseline. Foul territory and ends up over into the seats.
That's where the batting average and everything gets really funny for Zeisler. He's just 2 for 8 this series. Obviously, not bad, terrible numbers in a 2-game stretch to go 2 for 8. That drops his batting average for over 30 points since that last point. He was hitting .430 coming into this series.
0-2 count to Zeisler. Shaney Felt fake takes off and ends up just a ball upstairs. Almost drew a throw from Calarco behind home plate. Let's take a look at that defense for Schaumburg. Fitzgerald in left, Beal in center, Fenko in right, Nelson at third, Craig at short, Livermore at second, Prater at first, and Calarco behind the plate. Schoenfeld takes off, 1-2, swing and a miss. Throw down to second, not in time. Tyler Schoenfeld with a swiped bag. Hengsleisler was put away on strikes for the second out, but Florence has a runner in scoring position with 2 away for Brendan Bobo.
Ties it with Tucker, the team lead 12.
He is a perfect 11 for 11 stealing second. The only time being thrown out was at third. I do have Tucker actually at 13 in real-life statistics, not on iScore statistics. Stolen base last night for Tucker. Swing and a miss. They are missing a stolen base from, I believe, May 16th. Just had him ending the inning at first, but he did steal second. Look over at second. The 0-1 Bobo grounds it over to the right side and right into the shift for the second baseman Livermore to throw on first and end the inning. Florence picks up a single from Tucker and strands Schoenfeld at second. Scoreless through 1. We head to the top of 2 when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top half of the second inning always brings us our umpire intro, brought to you by Pella Window and Door. Looking for a clearer view of every call? Call Pella Window and Door. Get you replay-worthy clarity and craftsmanship you can count on. Pella Window and Door, so good, even the ump won't miss a thing. 1-0 count to Kyle Fitzgerald. Clean first inning from Evan Webster. Went 1-2-3. Check swing in there, 1-1. Our umpire crew today: Andrew Bernius behind home plate, Caleb Groom down the first baseline, and Jordan Alfonso over at third. The 1-1. Misses low and away. 2-1 the count. Fitzgerald entering today at 282. 2 home runs, 19 RBIs. Off-speed misses low and in.
Another one of those guys who's just not a typical cleanup hitter when everyone's healthy for Schaumburg.
That one's in there for a strike, bottom of the zone. payoff. That one's fouled away.
This might be one of the best days we've had for baseball.
Last night was beautiful.
Yeah, last time was awesome.
I think it just got a little cold from the wind last night. 3-2, skies foul. But yeah, no, this is a really nice day. A lot of families in to catch some family fun day Sunday. Got a golden retriever on the first base dugout. Just laying down. Payoff. Misses downstairs. Leadoff walk for Kyle Fitzgerald.
A couple games ago, we talked about kids being on the dugout. Now that's not allowed. Are dogs on the dugout allowed?
I'll absolutely allow a nice dog on there. I mean, he just having a good time. Sunbathing over there. I mean, I assume that probably gets hot.
It's got to.
Doesn't look like it's got a summer coat on yet either. That one's fouled away. Up onto the suites. That one misses downstairs. Got the GP editing crew in the suites. He's got a foul ball up there.
It's about the only person in the stadium hoping for an error today.
I'll shout him out either way. That one misses inside. It's a 2-1 count to the lefty Prater. Runner on first is Fitzgerald. Nobody out. 2-1 pitch. Misses downstairs again.
Oh, Webster lost his footing on that mound. It's been a point of contention these last few games.
There's been a lot of talk about this mound. Does look like it's got some, it's definitely like faded out a little more. I wonder if that's all sand. Here's the 3-1 grounder, right side. Schoenfeld gloves it on the backhand. Glove flip to second, one relay over to first. Not in time. Heck of a play from Tyler Schoenfeld with a flip of the leather to second just to get the lead runner. First down of the inning.
That was a really pretty flip there for Schoenfeld, too. Prater's just about as fast as a first baseman as you're going to get in this league.
I mean, that is just not an easy play.
Not at all.
Prater swaps places with Fitzgerald. Runner on first now for Alex Calarco. One out in the top of the second. First pitch to the slugging catcher. Foul tipped into the glove of Kyle Harbison. Have not seen the knuckleball too much for Evan Webster.
No, not today.
Even during the season. 0-1. In there for a strike.
Knuckleball is one, or if you don't have it down, you don't feel good with it.
Yeah.
At that point in time, you definitely do not want to try it.
And I was never at a point where I even had it down. So.
Yeah.
The 0-2 bounces in the dirt.
It's great when it works. When it doesn't, though.
Middle of the rubber. Runner takes off. 1-2. Misses downstairs. Throw down to second. It's a good one. Tag applied. Not in time. Thought Harbison had him. Bang, bang play. Let's take another look on HTN. Decent jump on the lefty. Was going first move.
I think he's in there.
Yeah, I think he's in there.
That is a pretty good. Back to my point. That is not a typical first baseman running out there. Prater, kind of a utility guy.
Runner in scoring position. That one misses outside. Looks like Webster lost his footing again there.
You're right, though. I didn't notice it until you mentioned it. That must be just like straight sand at the top of that mound. on that right first base side.
3-2. That one's fouled away. Well, that woke the dog up on the dugout. And back to laying down. What is your favorite dog? You have a favorite type?
I have
Breed?
a dog. I have a dog, so I can't.
The payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Off speed dotted up on the lower inside half. Beautifully placed there from Evan Webster. It caught every bit of the zone on TrackMan.
Yeah, there's just not much that Calarco could do with that. It kind of folded, starts in the zone, and he thinks it's running a little too far in. Another good pitch for Webster.
First K of the day for Webster. Now 2 outs in the top of the second. Runner on second. And the batter is Mitch Bonkowski. First pitch to him.
But back to your question, I have an Aussie Doodle, so it's a mix between an Australian Shepherd and a Poodle. So I feel like I have to just pick one of those breeds. If he's listening to the broadcast, probably say Australian Shepherd.
Big swing and a miss there. Is he tuned into the broadcast?
He might be, I don't know.
HTN or the y'all's radio stream?
Probably HTN.
HTN. He could see the colors on HTN?
Yeah.
Who has worse sense of colors, you or your dog?
Probably me.
The 1-1, skies it foul.
These two do make it easy. I can tell the difference in jerseys between these two teams today, though.
There you go. Red and purple out there for you. Runner takes off. 1-2. Two-hopper over towards Schoenfeld. Gets his footing. Throw on to first is in time. Evan Webster strands a runner in scoring position. We head to the bottom of the second. Scoreless when we return on the Frontier League Network powered by HTN. Bottom half of the second inning, always a look at our Thomas More scoreboard, the scoreboard partner at Thomas More University. There you'll be able to take your life and your career as far as you want it to go. Apply or donate today at thomasmore.edu. Nothing between the Y'alls and the Boomers. Game 3 of the 3-game series. The finale, Florence trying to get a sweep. Bottom half of the second brings up Zade Richardson, Marcus Brodell, and Garrett Broussard. Florence trying to get some more traffic on base. They got a single from Tucker last inning. Ended up being Tyler Schoenfeld swapping places with him after a fielder's choice. Stranded him out on second. Richardson skies the first pitch, fouling onto the kid zone. Entering today, hitting .301. 362 on base, 438 slugging for Richardson, a guy that's seen Pindell before. 0-1. In there for a strike.
Pindell, kind of a lot like Thompson, feels like he's having the best year of his career this year. Just starting to figure some things out, maybe adding a pitch to his arsenal.
The 0-2 grounder over towards the left side, fielded on the forehand from the third baseman. Throw is not in time. Tough play in the hole.
Yeah, that's a base hit. See, there it is, Rory. There's that that banner that we were talking about yesterday hanging over.
Oh yeah, there it is. You know, I'm looking at GP editing on that one. They were like looking at us, waiting to see if it was a hit or not.
That's definitely a hit.
A lot of pressure on us in this series.
We might have to make everything an error.
Yeah. Just to get one there.
That Tucker single, I'll tell you what, Beal should have made a diving stop at it in center field.
Well, for Buddy Pindell, his last time here, definitely wasn't, last time here with Windy City at least, wasn't the type of game that he imagined. That one missed outside. That was a Florence 21-4 win back on June 10th. Against Windy City. Florence had bounced Pindell out of the game pretty early. Just a third of an inning. Sent 12 batters to the plate in the inning. Got RBIs from Tyler Schoenfeld, Armani Smith, TJ Reeves, Hank Zeisler, and Brendan Bobo. Anytime you have a 21-4 ball game, you know, you're usually looking at one inning. That was a lot, but for that, it was the first inning. 6 runs, 12 at the plate.
Jeez.
Pretty amazing. 0-2, roped into right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Back-to-back singles for the Yalls.
Yeah, Toby Hall moving Brodell up in the lineup a little bit too today, hitting 6th. Had a few really good plate appearances in yesterday's game.
Brings up Garrett Broussard. It was the retroactive move there, you know, moved down to 7th, although he's still having a tremendous season, now hitting .333. 6-for-6 game on Friday, went 0 for 4 last night. How about the slugging for Broussard, 500.
Those doubles will help.
Yeah. First pitch to him, grounds it over towards the second baseman. Toss to second one, relay over to first is in time. 4-6-3 double play. Richardson does move over to third. Schaumburg would definitely take that, though.
Absolutely. It's tailor-made for Livermore.
That'll bring up Brett Blomquist, drawing the start today over at short. Hasn't had many starts at short. He's been playing more left field of late. For Blomquist, this is just his 3rd start on the season at short.
Seems like his role has kind of become that platoon left fielder with Marcus Brodell. Gets the starts against lefties, but no lefties in the rotation this weekend for Schaumburg, so Toby still wanted to get him in there.
Alas, the question, where does that leave Landon Lowe to get him in for some playing time? Runner on third, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Scoreless ball game. He 1-0, fouls it back. I think last time Blomquist played on a Sunday, he had a very good day. Had a grand slam. Did we talk to him on that day?
So that was the game we were going to talk to him, and then our broadcast shut off before we kicked it to the interview.
You're right.
And I'll tell you what, he was the most excited for the interview out of all the players I've seen, too. I felt really bad. He was really happy after that game, and I was happy for him.
Man, 1-1 in there for a strike. And I believe you blamed it on me because you didn't know what had happened.
No, I mean, I don't remember what I said. I sure didn't take the blame for it, though. I know that.
Yeah, that was the stream shut off. Here's a 1-2 count. Grounds it high over towards the shortstop. Fielded on the backhand. Going to be a tough play. Throw on to first is in time. Alec Craig Read that like a book. A high hopper and still fielding the short hop on the back end. Made it look easy. We head to the top of the third. It's time for Tettemer Trivia when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Wait. I can hear you is what I was saying yes to. I still hear the static though. Top half of the third inning always brings us our Tettemer Trivia, presented by the Roar Agency, located in all 50 states across the nation. Feel the Roar difference of Roar Insurance. Visit us today at roarins.com. Florence and Schaumburg scoreless in the top of three. First pitch from Evan Webster in there for strength to the lefty, Tony Livermore. Just posted the question live on Twitter. Account you're looking for, rtettemer9 or Florence_Yalls. Question is live there. You can comment or guess in the comment section. I will shout you out here on the broadcast. Also, if you're listening to the YouTube audio stream, feel free to chime in there. Those guesses count as well. Ben, are you ready for our Tettemer Trivia question of the day?
I guess so.
You guess so.
My hot streak ended yesterday.
You know,
so.
it used to be I was born ready, and now we're at I guess so.
I'm not on my 3-game winning streak anymore. Rich Tettemer bested me yesterday.
A 1-2 count with nobody out, nobody on base here in the top of the third. The 1-2 skies it out towards center field, sends Tucker back a little bit. He makes the grab for out number one. Let's get to our question of the day. Who had the most walks in their rookie season since walks became an official stat in 1913? Who had the most walks in their rookie season since walks became an official stat in 1913? My hint, currently active. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Webster. Very nice play. Gives a slight jog over to first and an underhand toss.
This is one of the ones where there's so currently active. I mean, there's one name that immediately just comes to mind because he had a great rookie season. You confirmed to me last night that this guy got on base a ton early in his career. Feels like Juan Soto's got to be one of a really good choice. He gets on base a ton, or walks a ton. I don't know if I want to think about this much or if I want to just fire Juan Soto right now. It's one of those ones where kind of just a guess no matter what.
Lefty-lefty battle here. First pitch misses. Looked good. Batter is Alec Craig with 2 away and the base is empty. That one's in there for a strike at 90 miles per hour.
Well, knowing Florence these past couple of games, I'll have about 20 minutes at the bottom of the third to give you an answer. Pour it on at the bottom of the third when we're doing Tettemer trivia.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. 2-2. Two grounded foul down the first baseline. We'll do it again. But back-to-back rookie questions for our Tettemer trivia.
That's the thing, though, is would you make Juan Soto answers back-to-back nights?
Here's the 2-2. Misses outside. That one missed.
It's a good call.
I guess not so much a rookie question yesterday, but, you know, talking about early on in their career. Payoff pitch misses upstairs. On Friday was a rookie question about WAR. Most WAR in a rookie season. That was Mike Trout. A walk for Alec Craig. Brings up Christian Fedko, 2 away and a runner on first. 0-0 game here in the top of the third. First pitch, beautifully placed in there for a strike.
Another walk for Craig. He's giving some cushion now for that all-time Frontier League record.
I wonder who's behind him that's active. 0-1 in there for a strike. 0-2 the count.
It's a good question.
It's not Hank Zeisler. I know that. Not near that 400 number in walks. It's a lot of walks.
It's a ton of walks.
Pickoff attempt. Nothing going over there.
I mean, it almost feels like too many walks.
It does feel like a lot of walks. Perhaps too many. But he's a good player. 0-2. Ooh, misses. Outside, but a good call by the home plate umpire.
Yeah, we're only a few innings in, but I think Bernie's having a pretty good game so far from what I've seen. In the middle of a 1-2 count
How
with
about
2
this?
outs.
Yeah.
We've seen Toby, mid-AB in situations where it doesn't feel like the pitcher's struggling too much. This is one, though, where
It doesn't make too much sense.
if there is anyone that knows what a pitcher wants to hear, is really a master in those conversations with the pitcher, it's Toby Hall.
I want to know if there's any difference in Toby Hall's meetings on the mound as a manager versus what he was talking about when he'd go out there as a catcher.
It's a good question.
Just got to mic him up. Tell me, what are you hearing out there? You're right, it's a strange spot, especially early on. Not like Webster was struggling too much.
This might be one of those ones, too, where Toby wants to get an extra word in here to Bernius. He was really unhappy with a couple of these ball calls. One of them would have been strike 3 to Alec Craig. So he had some words for Bernius on the way back.
Yeah. That definitely could have been it. Maybe just trying to calm him down after a few missed calls. The 1-2. This is downstairs. I got to say, the last one, though, was inches off the plate. A good spot, but still off the plate on TrackMan. Two-two. That one skied high, shallow center field. Tyler Schoenfeld with a call. Makes the grab to end the inning. Just a walk to Alec Craig, the only blemish in that inning. Another scoreless one for Evan Webster. We head to the bottom of 3. Get your guesses in for Tettemer Trivia when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDM. Bottom of the 3rd. Florence and Schaumburg, scoreless ball game. Kyle Harbison's going to lead things off, 9-1-2 for Florence. Harbison, Tucker, Schoenfeld. They are playing Tettemer Trivia in the inning. Question was, who had the most walks in their rookie season since walks became an official stat in 1913? My hint, an active player.
I'll just lock in Soto right now. You could start reading them off.
So you're going to lock in Soto before a pitch has even been thrown in the bottom of the 3rd.
It's just one where I feel like I don't want to overthink it.
I'll think about maybe good rookie seasons right now. And Soto definitely fits that bill. And just the last few rookies of the year. Who was the rookie of the year in the American League? When it was the Mariners, it was Kyle something. Kyle Lewis? Kyle Lewis won like a rookie of the year, maybe during 2020, and then just evaporated from the face of the earth.
Was it Kyle Seager?
No, it was like recent. It was like recent. Seager was probably leaving
Kyle
the league
Lewis
at that one point.
You're right.
Kyle Lewis. You know one.
No, it was 2020, so it doesn't count. Cy Young does count that year.
Last year, rookie of the year was Drake Baldwin. American League was Kurtz?
Yeah, had to be.
1-1, misses outside. '24 Rookie of the Year was probably Skeens. Assume so. No one misses downstairs. Corbin Carroll's 1-1. Pete Alonso. (3-1). That one skied out towards right field. Well hit. Fedko going towards the foul line. He's not going to get there. One hops the wall. Harbison on his way to second. He'll be in with a leadoff double. Kyle Harbison continues to hit for Florence, and he starts things off with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, you just wonder when Harbison's going to start to cool down. He keeps putting really good at-bats together. And another hard hit ball for him opposite way. He was just waiting for his opportunity. And the second he got it, he has not taken it for granted.
That double always brought to you by Taco Mama, where anytime is a good time for a margarita. Visit our new location in Union off of US Route 42. Brings up the top of the order, Jackson Tucker. He singled his last time up. First pitch to him. In there for a strike. Not much action right now on the Tettemer Trivia. You said Soto. Rich Tettemer said Soto. Bella Janes asked, was it Aaron Judge? The 0-1. In there for a strike. Carter Cousins says Kurtz is a walk machine, but didn't play the whole season. Then he said Soto.
That's where I was thinking. That's where my mindset was with Kurtz. Was you're not playing. He didn't get called up until a couple months in.
Jacob Brown said Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, Corbin's a good answer.
The 0-2. Misses downstairs. 1-2 count. Bottom of the zone there on the off speed. Good layoff from Jackson Tucker. You know, Trout led in WAR, obviously. I don't think walks figure too much into that. 1-2 misses downstairs. But obviously, that's another good rookie season. Bryce Harper had a good rookie season. Guys that are just still active here. Bobby Witt win Rookie of the Year?
No, it doesn't look like it. I got the list of Rookie of the Years up here now, too. Bobby Witt would have been a rookie in what? 21?
21, yeah.
That was a Rosarena.
Was it really?
Yep.
He's that young?
Yeah.
How about that?
Remember, he
2-2. Popped down the first baseline, out of play.
I mean, he really made a name for himself. When the first real time people saw him was the 2020 COVID playoffs.
Yes, that World Series. A great run by the Rays. And Cash took Blake Snell out too early.
That was wild.
We're covering that in like a college simulated newscast.
Really?
Yeah.
Were the Phillies in the playoffs that year?
No. Phillies didn't get to the playoffs again until 2022. The 2-2 grounder, slow roller over towards the shortstop. It'll move a runner to third. Throw goes on to first. It's in time. Technically does a job. Moves Harbison 90 feet away with one out. Brings up Tower Schoenfeld.
We don't really get a chance to talk about Craig's last play to retire Blomqvist in the bottom of the second inning. Waiting on the high hop.
Yeah, that was a really nice play. Infield's got to come in. The runner on third and one away. Schoenfeld with an RBI chance. Came through yesterday for Florence. Our player of the game grounds it over towards the shortstop, but he can't make the grab. Coming in to score is Harbison. Florence on top 1-0. That'll be an E6. We do a job. E6 there. Brings home Kyle Harbison. Y'all's on top 1-0. As Zeisler skies that one out towards center field. Sending Beal a little bit back, trying to find it in the sun. Now coming through it, and he makes the grab for out number 2.
We've seen some guys have issues in right field last night for Florence. It was both Bobo and Fedko. Well, today looks like the Sun's playing a little differently.
Yeah. Well, with 2 away, you know, I don't think we have any more guesses coming through for our Tettemer trivia. We do have a correct answer in the chat. The most walks in a rookie season since walks became an official stat since 1913. We had Aaron Judge, we had Juan Soto, Corbin Carroll as the top 3 guesses. 127 walks was the number we're looking for. Pickoff attempt again over at first, nothing going. But it did not happen in Carroll's year of 2022. Did not happen in Soto's year of 2019. That one's roped down the right field line in for a base hit going all the way to the wall. Schoenfeld is on his way to third. They're going to give him a wave around home. Throw comes to the cutoff, but no throw to the plate. An RBI double from Brendan Bobo. Florence on top 2-0.
Just keep it going till you get to this part of the lineup for Florence that could just do so much damage. Brendan Bobo got his pitch on the inner part of the plate, and Schoenfeld's got enough speed to work it all the way around.
Brings up Zane Richardson.
I mean, if you're asking for a T-shirt, and I throw it right through your hands, at some point I'm doing all I can do.
Richardson singled his last time up. First pitch to him, swing and a miss. So by process of elimination, that claims Bella Janes as today's winner. It was Aaron Judge in 2017 with 127 walks in his rookie season. Congratulations to Bella. You're the winner of today's Tettemer Trivia. Glad someone got it right. Some limited action on the Tettemer Trivia. Soto's a very good guess. Let's see how many Soto had in his rookie season. Obviously would have been with the Nationals. He came up actually in 2018, and he had just 79 walks.
Well, did he play enough for that?
Played 116 games. That's got to be
so
enough.
that's got to be a rookie season. Well, can I have my guess back then? I didn't know that.
Well, you didn't know that he didn't have 127.
Yeah.
And now, who would your guess be?
Probably Aaron Judge.
There you go. 1-2. Two hopper over towards the shortstop, Craig, who gloves it. Throw goes on to first. It's in time. Florence picks up 2 runs, an RBI double from Brendan Bobo. And Schoenfeld makes a tough play on the defense, an error on the shortstop, Alec Craig. We take a 2-0 lead heading to the top of the 4th when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN.
Another bottom of the 3rd inning. Another Florence inning where they score. 2 spot in the bottom for Florence. We've reached the top of the 4th. Evan Webster now pitching with a lead. Florence strikes first. 2-0. Also out hitting Schaumburg 4-0. Looking for their first sweep of the 2026 season. First pitch, off speed, comes in just a bit low here to Miles Beal. 3-4-5 in the lineup for Schaumburg. Beal, Fitzgerald, and Prater. Beal 0 for 1 with a pop-up to second. Hits one hard into right, but right at Brendan Bobo. Hangs up. He'll jog under it for out number 1. Not a ton of strikeouts for Webster so far, just the 1, but has yet to give up a base hit. Just walked a couple of batters. one that started off the second inning and was able to work around it. That was to the man of the plate, Kyle Fitzgerald. Starts him with that off speed again. Called strike, a beautiful curveball right on the outside corner. One strikeout was a strikeout looking to Calarco. Fitzgerald still looking for his first base hit of the series. Pops one high behind the plate, foul, and tailing towards the seats. That will get up and out of play. And Webster starts another batter off. No balls and 2 strikes. Webster's got starts of 5, 6, and 7 innings all in his last 3 starts so far. Misses outside to make the count 1 and 2. Florence has saved their bullpen for this game. Have not had to use Max Weitzel or Aiden McAvoy in the first 2 wins of this series against Schaumburg. High chopper back up at Webster. Picks it up and will throw to first. Almost hit the runner. Zeisler just gets his arm out of the way. He makes the play for out number 2.
That was a really just an odd play to have, especially for Webster to, field that and then have to turn his body around just because he's a lefty to fire that throw in. It's a really tough play that they're able to convert there, and I don't want to say effortlessly, but it was a tough grab.
2 down, nobody on here for Prater. First pitch way high to him. Looks like Harbison and Webster were not on the same page. Prater bounced it to a fielder's choice back in the second inning. In his 4th year here with the Boomers. Backdoor called strike, fastball from Webster. You don't see him bring that heater a whole lot early in counts. We really haven't seen the fastball a ton in general today from Webster, especially this inning. 1-1 punched foul right above the dugout. Prater's got 2 long balls on the year. Utility guy for Schaumburg. Can really play almost any infield position. Seen him starts at second and first in this series. 1-2 opposite way, foul again. Webster's faced his fair share of really talented offenses. The top 2 teams in the Midwest East Central Division, swing and a miss. They say he got a piece, though. Prater stays alive. Harbison has one of the best views on it. He's really confused. He's saying that he doesn't think that he got a piece. And now Andrew Bernius is going to call in his infield umpires to have a conversation about this. So on a 1-2 pitch, Webster goes downstairs. It looks to us like a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Harbison ready to throw the ball to first base to finish the out with Prater. But Bernius is saying that he got a piece, and Harbison is going to show some frustration as Bernius confirms after his conversation with his other umpires. Here's the replay. Oh, he did not touch that ball.
That's wild.
So Bernius stays alive, or Bernius keeps Prater alive, rather. The 1-2 goes outside. There's been a few of those at-bats where I think Florence and Webster think should have gotten out of it with a close 2-strike pitch on the edge of the zone. That one, I think, shouldn't got him out of the inning. And he misses again. Now the count's run full on Prater. But it's now faced the top 2 teams in the Midwest Central Division. In the Midwest West Division now with Schaumburg and Mississippi at second place. Grounder over to the right side. Shadyfeld's got it on a couple of hops. He throws to first in time. Another 1-2-3 for Evan Webster. That's 4 straight retired. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Florence on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTM.
All right, that volume is still very loud. it's still it's
Bottom of the fourth, Florence gets two an inning ago. They now take a lead against Schaumburg. They have only trailed in this series after falling 1-0 in the first inning. So they trailed 1-0 for a couple of innings yesterday, had the lead all the way through in their 17-4 win on Friday against the Boomers. Now, Schaumburg came into this series 3 games ahead of Florence. Not that those standings, not that they're in the same division that it really matters, but with a win today and a sweep, they can tie Schaumburg, who won the conference a season ago, went all the way to the championship series. Buddy Pindell back out to the bump for the Boomers. 6, 7, 8 for Florence. Brodell, Broussard, and Blomqvist. Webster's looked really good for Florence. Pindell was really good in his first 2 innings. Got a little help from a double play in the second. But 6 came up to the plate. No thanks to an error. Still 0 earned runs for Pindell. Both runs were unearned for the Schaumburg right-hander. Brodell singled in his first at-bat, and he goes after a pitch high in the zone. Missed it to go 0-1. We really haven't seen a ton of singles from Brodell early in this year. He's got the 2 home runs, pretty good slugging percentage, and the on base is good too. He's walked a decent amount. Hard foul ball. It's 4 walks already in this series, 3 of them yesterday. That single was just his second hit of the 3-game set. Brodell calls his time. Pindell's got him down 0-2. Set of the belt fires the 0-2, and this one opposite way through the infield for a base hit. A single to left for Marcus Brodell and a 2-hit day.
Yeah, nice 2-hit day. Great piece opposite field. 99 off the bat.
He's also somebody that, you're the other team, you want to keep off the base paths too. He's got a little bit of speed. Broussard will have a runner on first with nobody out. First pitch swinging, and that's hit the opposite way. Through again for a base hit. Brodell stops at second, and Broussard's into first base. Back-to-back singles on back-to-back pitches. A little bit of shift to each guy. Brodell the lefty, Schaumburg the righty. Both of them beat it. And it is now back-to-back innings where Florence, actually no, the second inning and this inning, Florence starts it off with back-to-back singles. It was Richardson and Brodell in the second that Broussard bounced into a double play. Here it's Brodell and Broussard. Now Blomqvist with an opportunity, a couple on base and nobody out. Squares around to bunt, puts it right back at the pitcher, slips initially, still able to collect his footing in time to pick it up and throw to first. A very successful sac bunt for Brett Blomqvist. And 2-wood scoring position here for Florence, try to get some insurance.
Not going to show up in the stat sheet, but that's absolutely a job, Great job moving him over and a picture-perfect sac bunt.
So how about Kyle Harbison, who in limited sample size this year, just getting a few starts, is raking. Comes into this game batting .467. And that batting average up a little bit after a double in the third. That led off the third inning. He was the one that came around to score. Second and third, one out, and that's going to get through the right side for a base hit. Brodell scores, and Broussard gets the wave around throw, comes in right from Fedko at the plate, not in time. Kyle Harbison just continues hitting for Florence, and the Owls have doubled their lead. It's 4-0 here in the fourth.
A heck of a slide there from Broussard as well. It seemed like he kind of just had to do a little spin move at the end, but stuck a little in the turf.
So a 2-for-2 day here for Harbison. And man, oh man, he is seeing his pitches and really taking advantage of the opportunity. One out. Now Harbison over at first base. Tucker's first pitch swing, and that's just foul. A little early on it down the third base line. Tucker 1 for 2. Started the Florence offense off in the first inning with the single. Eventually got retired on a fielder's choice. The St. John's graduate Red Storm just got a huge win on Friday over their 1 seed Florida State. Popped up on the right side of the infield. Prater's the first baseman. He's going to call everybody off, and he makes the play right next to the mound for the second out of the inning. You know, a little bit of help for Florence with the 2 of the runs being unearned in the third. But again, another pitcher who's had a really successful start to the year that Florence is just seeing really well. It's now 7 hits on Pindell and 3 2/3 so far. Schoenfeld has got an opportunity with 2 outs. Harbison over at first base. 4-0 Florence lead. 2 across in the inning. Change up right bottom of the zone, first strike. Schoenfeld 0 for 2, but he reached both times. A fielder's choice and then an error back in the third. That error brought a run home. Does not get the RBI for it, though. Fastball hit into left. Fitzgerald initially came up. He's still drifting back, and he'll make the play over his head for the third out. 2 more for Florence. Kyle Harbison does more damage, and Florence doubles its lead. 4-0. Go to the 5th. Right here on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Schaumburg's offense got its work cut out for it, trailing by 4 now in the 5th inning, and Evan Webster is just on cruise control for the Yalls. 1, 2, 3, top of the 4th for the Florence ace. Fly out and a couple of ground outs. Now we see 6, 7, 8. Alex Calarco to start him off. Starts with that curveball down to the zone. Haven't seen the fastball really a ton for Webster so far. It's been very much a mix of off-speed pitches, the changeup and curveball. It's got working really well today. He'll come home with a 1-0 and miss again. Calarco up 2-0. Really successful first 14 batters faced for. Only the 1 strikeout, though, it was to the man to the plate, Alex Calarco. Finds the outside corner on an 87-mile-an-hour fastball. Calarco comes into this game still hitting just barely above 300. Still looking for his first long ball. He's got 10 ribbies on the year. 10-1 called strike in that same spot. 2-2 pitch, left just off the plate. Webster still thinks it's strike 3. It was either walking out of the off the mound in frustration, but Harbison was waiting to throw the ball back to Evan Webster, and he was walking around the mound Like he thought it was strike three. They're about to throw it around. It's a payoff pitch now. Spoiled by Calarco. Schaumburg goes to Joliet after this. Of course, the standings in the West Division look a little different than they do in the Central. A little more breathing room for Schaumburg there in first place. Payoff pitch again. Misses once again. Harbison wanted to throw the ball around. Toby Hall had to turn around and walk back to the front of the dugout to stop himself from being so frustrated. They have been very unhappy with the strike zone of Andrew Bernius all day today. It's a leadoff walk for Calarco.
Yeah, that one was in there at the bottom of the zone. Really good spot from Webster. It's tough when you're not getting this calls that are right around, at least right around the zone.
Yeah. A couple of those pitches on two strikes Webster and Florence thought they had. Now the bottom third of the lineup, Mitch Bonkowski. That one's definitely a ball down to the dirt. Bonkowski, today's beer batter of the game, brought to you by Party Source. Party Source is your one-stop destination for all things celebration. Visit them today. Skied foul. Zeisler gives it a courtesy chase. Visit them today at 95 Riviera Drive at Bellevue, Kentucky. So Bonkowski will get those We Want Beer chants. Batting average still below 100 in his limited sample size so far. Swing and a miss, down 1-2. Well, Schaumburg had a little bit of high hopes for him. I mean, for the second game he played for the Boomers, they put him at the 2-hole in the lineup. Still looking for some guys to fill out that top with all their injuries. Webster wastes a 1-2. Talk a lot about those Schaumburg injuries that they have. It's Anthony Calarco, the reigning Frontier League MVP. Rounder through the left side, gets into left, and a hard hit ground ball single for Mitch Bonkowski. First to reach here in the visiting half of the fifth. Well, it's the first time there's really been much traffic on the base paths. This is the first time today that Schaumburg has two on base at the same time. First and second, there's nobody out. Florence has their 4-run lead. Livermore goes after the first pitch, sends it into left center. Shouldn't be an issue for Jackson Tucker. And a good throw will keep Calarco over at second base. It's a big first out for Webster. Gives a point to Jackson Tucker to say good throw. Keeping Calarco put. Now the 9-hitter, Cole Nelson. First pitch, fastball in the opposite batter's box. Nelson 0 for 1. He was the one that grounded out right back to Evan Webster. Kind of an awkward high chop for the lefty. Had to turn around and still made a really good throw over to first base. Fouled it back. Leave it at 1-1. Well, Webster had been really efficient in the first 4 innings of this game. No Wi-Fi, so I don't have his exact pitch count right now. But can't imagine it's in a bad spot at all.
Allow me to get that for you.
1-1 finds that outside corner. Put Webster ahead.
Oh, allow me, Ben.
How kind.
83 pitches.
Okay. A little more than I thought.
That's a lot more than I thought.
Could go out back for the 6th if he can get out of this inning. The task at hand, though. Keeping Schaumburg off the board with runners on first and second and 1 out.
And the top of the order looming.
Yeah. He's got the 9-hitter Nelson down 1-2. Doesn't want to lose him here. Comes home with a 1-2. Called, strike 3. Webster finally gets that call on the outside corner, and Cole Nelson is sat down. That's just the second strikeout for Webster today, though he thinks he should have a few more.
Probably should. He's a smart guy.
He is a smart guy. Another one of those guys who's been around for a few years in the Frontier League.
And now in his 3rd season with Florence.
You do get to the top of the lineup. Alec Craig, who's still searching for his first base hit of the series. First and second, now 2 outs after the fly out and the strikeout. 4-0 Florence lead. I'll talk about veterans. Craig has spent 6 seasons with Schaumburg. That's how you get that 400 walk mark.
Impressive. It was back my first year in 2024. Not our first 6 games, but the first 6 games of the 12-game match against Schaumburg. They were all in Schaumburg. And I loved Alec Craig's walk-up song.
It was?
And it was, right when it came out, a bar song by Shabuzi. And that's actually how I came to know it. I'm not a guy that's always checking for new music. But that's how I ended up finding that song. And then I was like, wait, this thing's pretty good, and it obviously was popular.
That's such a funny song to hear, to get from a walk-up song, considering it was like the most played song in the world. That would have been that 24 season?
Yeah, that 2024.
3-0 pitch, get me over fastball, top of the zone, catches a piece.
So we'll have to let you know if it's still a bar song by Shabuzi when we go back there.
Florence makes their first trip to Schaumburg in a couple of weeks. 3-1 pitch, sky high. Tucker coming in, Blomquist going back. It's Jackson Tucker still sprinting. He's got almost an infield dirt. So Evan Webster lets the first 2 on a walk and a single, retires the next 3. Halfway home, Florence 4, Schaumburg 0. Frontier League Network, powered by HTM. Beautiful afternoon for baseball here at Thomas More Stadium. Another successful family Sunday, Bark at the Park. $3 Snappy Pizza, 2. And Florence has a 4-0 lead over the Schaumburg Boomers, looking for their first sweep of the 2026 Cape Cod or Frontier League season.
How about that one?
Worth having.
I think I'm going to indulge in some Snappy Pizza. I think that's what
you
on the docket.
You love the Sunday Snappy Pizza.
I'm a big Sunday Snappy Pizza guy. It's got to be when it's at its best, right? It's the Sunday Snappies. I'm actually in favor if we got a beast tomorrow for what might be our triple header for softball. Little in-between game beast.
Beast?
Beast pizza. Snappies. You never had a Snappies Beast pizza?
I've had a Snappy's pizza. I've never had a Snappy's Beast pizza. Is it just like a meat? Is that what it sounds like?
It's just massive. It's just massive.
Oh, okay.
It's not like it's like just loaded with meat. No, it's just a massive pizza. And you know what's actually funny is you'll get like a pepperoni Beast, and it's like each slice, and it's sliced into squares. Each slice just has one large pepperoni. it's not like multiple as you would normally find, just one large one.
It's good stuff.
It's
no
funny.
Beast pizza today, though?
No Beast. I think some of the birthday parties have Beast pizzas.
3-4-5 for Florence. Pindell out for his 5th inning of work. Seisler, Bobo, and Richardson. Florence with a 4-run lead at the bottom of the 5th. Takes the first pitch. Opposite way foul down the first base line. Well, Zeisler is now 0 for his last 5. pretty rare, but it doesn't sound like anything crazy, but you don't see it a whole lot for Hank.
Yeah.
It's just 2 for 10 now in the series. Fastball called strike on the outside corner. Batting average dipped below 400 for the first time in a very long time. We talk about Harbison hitting, 467, probably up to 500 now. Well, that's at a few starts. Hank Zeisler has started almost every game performance, all but one, I believe. Missed a game due to illness actually earlier this week against Lake Erie. Schaumburg's got the shift on him. Livermore's playing right field over there. And Craig pretty close to that second base bag.
He's due for a home run as well.
He is too. He's still only at 3 on the season. It came pretty early, hard, but right at the first baseman Prater, who was shifted, hugging that first base line. Picks it up on a couple of hops and steps out first for out number 1.
You know what you got to love about Hank? And this is why he's the captain. Oh, among other reasons. That's a ground ball that's just right at the first baseman. A lot of people would probably just jog that out. Hank, a full 100 miles per hour down the line, trying to beat it out.
Yeah.
Just what you love to see. He's a true ball player.
Also one of those guys, the body language is great. You never tell if he's frustrated at the plate. It's Brendan Bobo, who gets an even more exaggerated shift on that right side of the infield. 3 guys on the right side. We were talking about yesterday, legal now in Major League Baseball. Couldn't stop that RBI double back in the third for him, though, that gave Florence their second run. It's 1 for 2, grounded out to second of the first inning. He's now 6 for 11 on the series. He's got himself 5 RBIs. Spoiled a 1-1 fastball.
Just thinking about Brendan Bobo's been such a find for Florence. Santa Cruz, California. Brought him in last year. He was kind of started as the 4th outfielder. Now he's second in the league in RBI. He's at 342, 7 cranks.
The power numbers were there early in the first couple of weeks. Now the contact batting average is starting to come around for him, really.
Just a heck of a find from the Yalls, and I believe Dave Halbern got that one. But really, really good. And I'm also just thinking, I was like, I was able to see 2 years of it, but I think even this year again, with the way Bobo's hitting and how Zeisler's hitting and Zade's hitting, if you had TJ Reeves back in this lineup, it'd be just, man, be a heck of a lineup.
And it's a pretty unique loss to TJ Reeves, too. It's not like he got picked up by an MLB team. You lose him to Banana Ball, which, you're not really saying that 4 years ago.
No, I mean, he's killing it, too, which is always good.
For the Party Animals?
Yes.
1-2 pitch here to Bobo. Fouls another one off.
Let's see if they have, hitting leaders on Banana Ball.
I mean, despite what people think, it's not like the Harlem Globetrotters where it's scripted. That's real results. Pindell fires another 1-2 home. This is outside. Counts even on Bobo. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, he's top 10 in average. He's in 395. He's definitely got more than 2 home runs.
Swing and a miss. Bobo went after it outside. Think got a piece, but controlled behind the plate by Calarco. And Pindell has got just his 2nd strikeout of the game. Haven't seen a whole lot of K's really, honestly, this series. I remember making the comment about it on Friday. It's especially been the case today. Just 2 for each pitcher, Pindell and Webster. Richardson in his 3rd plate appearance. Infield single, his first time up. First pitch fouling back.
I don't even know how you would line it up. I mean, you got Tucker and Schoenfeld at the top. You'd probably still have to go Hank and Bobo just the way they've been hitting. And then TJ
Reeves,
TJ at 5.
Zade.
Although you could put Reeves in to split up the three lefties.
And Garrett Broussard is hitting 330, hitting 7th.
It's 7th.
Swing and a miss. Well, he's hitting 7th today, actually,
Yeah.
now that we talk about it. What do you think that move was? The Brodell up to 6.
I don't know.
Broussard back to 7th.
Maybe Broussard's able to protect Brodell in between there.
Yeah.
You know, if they don't want to throw to Broussard, they'll attack Brodell with more fastballs.
Richardson down 0-2, almost saw strike 3.
It's a reason that would make sense. I'm not saying it's the reason.
Brodell looked good yesterday. Broussard, a rare over day, but that was after a 6-for-6, 12 total base game on Friday.
Both got hits today.
They do. Brodell's got a couple. Florence out hitting Schaumburg right now 7-1. Seems like even with the pitching staff's done a good job with the first 2 games. There's been guys on the base paths. Not a ton of them today for the Boomers. Bottom of the 5th, 2-2 pitch. Hit high in the air. Deep to left. All Fitzgerald can do is watch. Zane Richardson's 3rd of the season. A bomb to left at Florence. Goes up 5.
It's another one for me on the home run board, too. 107 for Mr. Richardson. 393 on the distance. And no doubt about it, homer.
We've seen a ton of hard contact recently for Zane Richardson, and finally gets his first in a couple of weeks. That's a big 5th run here for Florence. Someone's getting an airplane, not a shirt. Florence now up by 5, 8th base hit of the game. Garrett Broussard comes to the plate. Sees a strike right at the bottom of the zone. Again, Pindell is 2.3 ERA through 23 innings coming into this one. Now 3 of these 5 are earned. Through 4 2/3 so far for him. Brodell punches foul, down 0-2. Pindell to Brodell. 0-2 pitch is high. Feels like so much we talked about home runs for Florence and being opposite field. That one was just killed pull side. Over the bullpen. I'm going to have to look out for cars on a hop out there and left. High chopper. Pindell comes up. He'll have to fire over to first. It's close, but he does get it in time for out number 3. Zane Richardson leaves the ballpark, and Florence takes a 5-run lead heading to the 6th. Looking for the sweep on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Evan Webster ran into his first bit of trouble in the top of the 5th. Now he enters the top of the 6th, still unscathed. It's a 5-0 Florence lead over the Schaumburg Boomers. Game 3 of a 3-game series between these two. Game 3 of 12 on the season. First pitch to Christian Fedko is a fastball above the letters for a ball. Fedko's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a pop-up on the infield. UConn Husky. Check swing on a pitch outside of the zone, but they say he did go around. Fedko's got some experience here in Schaumburg. The lights are brighter. He plays better. 4:39 of the playoffs a season to go for the Boomers, who went all the way to the championship series. Generous strike call on that inside corner. Puts Fedko down 1-2. Webster's pitch count was a little high for his 4 2/3 innings when we checked last time. Grounder right over to third. Broussard and Easy play to first. 1 down and the 6th. Florence has handled Fedko well today, this weekend. Just 2 for 11 on the series. Curveball lost out of the hand there for Webster to Miles Beal, who's 0 for 2 as well with the pop-up and a fly out. Webster comes back, fastball. Put away pitch for him has almost exclusively been either the changeup or the curveball. And really only has a couple of strikeouts and is 5 1/3 now at this point. Popped foul. Lawrence will see Schaumburg again in the middle of June, in the middle of that 12-game road stretch, all to Illinois teams. That comes in a couple of weeks. Chopper to the left side. This one's going to be Blomquist. Picks it up on the high hop, throw to first. Not in time. Oh, man. Toby Hall is coming out of the dugout again. And, man, for a 5-0 lead, we'll take a look at this again. Florence does not feel like they've gotten the benefit of the doubt from the umpiring crew today.
Oh.
It's close enough for me to say, even if that is the wrong call. I don't think that's an egregious miss.
No.
Again, I just think it's a lot of these things piling up, which, in all fairness, one of the strikeouts Florence was upset about, we said was a ball. It's just a lot of really close calls in this game that haven't gone Schaumburg's way. This is Toby Hall talking with the crew chief, Caleb Groom, right now. That's what I do love about the Frontier League. You don't see a whole lot in MLB. You don't really see managers arguing a play at first like that anymore, cause in Major League Baseball, because you could just challenge it.
Yeah.
Nothing really going to change on that, but Toby Hall wanted to get some words in. Infield single for Miles Beal, his first hit of the day. Now 1 on, 1 out, and a 5-run deficit for Kyle Fitzgerald. And now Webster's having a conversation with the umpiring crew, too. I don't know if this is a pitch clock issue. I don't know if it's about the call over at first base. He looked both at the third or second base umpire today, and Jordan Alfonso, now talking with the home plate umpire, Andrew Bernius.
It's about the pitch clock.
Webster, I think, gave what looks like a little bit of a thumbs up to Bernius. Coming to some sort of understanding. So Fitzgerald back in after all that with 1 out and 1 on. Misses on a curveball. Sounds like DC Pop's doing his
Yeah.
rip that pack in the 5th. Or 6th, I guess this is. Popped up almost behind the net. Even 1-1. But, yeah, the first road series against Schaumburg, that comes in the middle of a 12-game road stretch in the middle of June. Then these two don't play until a couple of matchups late in the year. Schaumburg comes back here on a weekend in late August, and they're the penultimate series of the year, a road series against them in September. Stolen base here for Beal.
Another pitch that was a call to ball, but again, kissing the zone right at the bottom.
Well, Webster's not hiding any frustration right now either. You saw him with the pitch clock. He throws his hands up after that ball was called. A pitch was called a ball at the bottom of the zone. Puts Fitzgerald ahead in this count, 2-1. Now with a man in scoring position and 1 out. He does get the strike on that one, which wasn't even close. And now Schaumburg's upset. That's about the definition of a makeup call right there.
Wow. Baseball.
Well, no matter how we got there, it's even 2-2 on Fitzgerald. I think that's strike 3. That should be strike 3. Everyone in the press box is saying it. Ari's got it on the control room in Frontier League Network. That's 3 strikes in the count.
It's 2-2. Everybody in the crowd is saying it's 3.
I mean, the count was no doubtably strike 3. Because it was 2, so it was 1-1 when Webster got frustrated. The stolen base was a 1-1 count. It was a ball to make it 2-1. Then you had that egregious strike call that made it a 2-strike count below the zone that made it 2-2, and that pitch right there should be strike 3.
I think everyone needs to just get some Thornbush whiskey.
We got everyone in the press box on agreement here that that's strike 3.
Nothing said from Fitzgerald, by the way.
That's a crazy rig up. I'll tell you what.
There's really,
after all that, in a tough situation, things happen. Kudos to the umpiring crew to being able to come together and admit that they were wrong and get the right call in at the end.
Not gonna get any favors from either side right now.
No, neither side is happy. You got a bunch of misses all day for Florence. Then the strike 2 of the count was not a very good call.
I don't know if the umpire crews have been this much of controversy early on in the season as they have this year.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
He's trying to show where that pitch was. And that is going to be all she wrote for Jamie Bennett. Schaumburg's manager tossed. That's back-to-back series here at home at Thomas More Stadium where the opposing manager gets the ejection. Bennett went downstairs, showed him where that he thought strike number 2 was. And I think he had a point. And that's going to be all she wrote.
It's not like Toby Hall hasn't been saying his words as well. The lone difference was him or Bennett pointing in the zone to where it was, and just
anytime you give some sort of reference point to a home plate umpire, that's going to be it for you. Well, Schaumburg will need a new acting manager and a new third base coach. Bennett served both of those roles.
The squat into the point was all time.
That was really good. No point. He wanted to get exactly where
where it was.
It has just been a frustrating inning for the umpiring crew. Remember, that was the play over at first base that Florence really thought was an out. Webster was upset about the pitch clock, then upset about a pitch not being called a strike. Then Schaumburg's upset about a pitch being called a strike. Then they do get the right call on a strike 3, but they don't call it strike 3.
So that was strikeout looking.
Did he look or did he swing at that?
I think he was looking.
After all that, I think it was looking.
Yeah.
There was no argument, and the pitch was definitely in the zone.
It's been 3 backwards Ks for Webster.
Yeah, that's 3 Ks. 2 outs. Runner still on second base. Florence still a 5-run lead. First pitch to Prater's low. Another one of those ejections that just comes at the end of a frustrating series for Schaumburg. Got beat by 13 on Friday. Florence took the series again yesterday. Now they have a 5-run lead here. This one's hit in the medium depth left. Brodell readjusts and has it in front of the warning track. A controversial top of the 6th inning sees Jamie Bennett into the clubhouse, and Florence keeps that 5-run lead into the bottom of the 6th. Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Buddy Pindell back out for his 6th inning of work. 3 earned runs in the first 5 innings. A couple of unearned, and Florence has a 5-0 lead over Schaumburg in the driver's seat to picking up their first sweep of the 2026 season. Ben Haller alongside Rory Tettemer right here on the Frontier League Network powered by HTN. Bottom third of the lineup for Pindell in what will likely be his final inning of the ballgame. First pitch, call a strike. Well, that was an interesting top of the 6th inning. So a lot of controversy. Both managers eventually came out to argue about something. The strike 3 was called a strike, but not rung up. They thought it was just strike 2. They had to talk about it. They ended up calling strike 3. Jamie Bennett's out of the game. Broussard down 0-2, takes his time. He bounced it to a double play in the 2nd and a single back in the 4th. 0-2 pitch, check swing. No swing from Broussard. Swing and a miss. Pindell picks up just his 3rd strikeout of the game. First time that Broussard has been struck out. Here's Blomquist. Oh for 1. Sack bunt back in the 4th. First pitch misses though. Blomquist getting the start at short after his last couple starts coming in left. It's big to have that defensive versatility on your bench. Can play any infield position really. When Shaney Felt got injured in the middle of a game back a couple of weeks ago, it was Blomquist who actually was getting the start at short. Baker comes into play short. Blomquist covers over at second. We saw Blomquist play a good bit of third base in spring training, too. 1-1 right off Pindell, and that'll get into right field. And they're going to have to look at Pindell. Hard comeback right back at the pitcher. They're waiting to see if he needs any assistance. Out comes Andrew Bernius, the home plate umpire, to talk with him. And he'll infield will come in for Schaumburg, too. But Pindell will wave Schaumburg's acting manager off. Say he's okay. Well, that was a pretty hard hit right back at him. Off his arm, too. That'll be a single for Blomquist.
Yeah, that was 101 off the bat.
Very rarely do you see a pitcher not even call for the trainer to have a talk after something that hard. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch for Harbison is hit over the head of the shortstop, Craig, and into left. Hard turn for Blomquist. He stops at second. And Kyle Harbison is 3 for 3 today.
His amazing right now at the bottom of the order. It's not his first multi-hit game. He's already been able to do that this season. He has just not let go and has provided some really nice offense in the catcher spot for Florence, although they saw it from Beadle yesterday as well. They're both playing well.
Oh, Harbison is 10 for 18 this year.
Man.
Couple on again. Florence trying to grab even more insurance. Not this little less strenuous on the bullpen. 1 out in the inning. Tucker first pitch. Right back up the middle. Flip from Craig over to second. Livermore airmails it over to first. Prater able to make a play but can't step on the bag. So they get the fielder's choice on a 6-4. But it does not end the inning. Blomquist over to third, and Tucker now stands in at first base. Tucker a real threat on the base paths. It's the second time he's been on base today. He was eliminated by a fielder's choice from Schoenfeld, though. So 7 of 9 Yalls have recorded a base hit today. The only 2 are the 2 and 3 hitters, Tyler Schoenfeld and Hank Zeisler. On the corners with 2 outs at a 5-run Florence lead. Tucker off for second. Throw on. Good one down. They got him. Boy, it's tough to get Jackson Tucker out of the base paths, but a really good throw from Alex Calarco gets Schaumburg out of the 6th. Third of the way to go. Florence going to their bullpen as we reach the 7th at a 5-run lead on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTM. First pitching change of the game for Florence, brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. With a new wing coming into the game, you can pick up the best wings in the tri-state area at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Well, with ample rest for their two guys out of the bullpen. They'll start with one of them. Max Whitesell comes in to take the 7th inning for Florence. Whitesell has been outstanding out of the bullpen. 14 and a third innings for him so far. Just 5 earned runs. Last pitched at Lake Erie back on Thursday. Did give up an earned run in an inning and a third. He'll come in a 5-0 game and face 6-7-8 for Schaumburg. Alex Calarco, who just threw a runner out, trying to take second base in the top half of the 7th inning, will start things off. Fastball just outside to Calarco. Still yet to put a ball in play today. Calarco is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Time called by Bernius behind the plate. New third base coach over there for Schaumburg after a manager and third base coach Jamie Bennett was tossed out of here in the top of the 6th inning for arguing a strike call. 1-1 called, a strike outside. That one looked a good bit off the plate, but Whitesell gets the benefit of the doubt. The ERA 3.6 coming into this one for the Florence right-hander. Popped up, shallow left. Brodella sprinting in. Now Blomquist going at it. He's got it. A little bit of a turn as Blomquist sprints towards the Florence bullpen. Get a couple of high fives from the Florence bullpen as well as they get the first out here at the top of the 7th. Now Mitch Bonkowski singled back in the 5th. Really the best opportunity Schaumburg had to score. Scoreless today, but it was a Calarco walk and a Schaumburg a Bonkowski single. Grounder on the first pitch right over to Brett Blomquist. Throws to first, high throw, got the tag though. Boy, nice adjustment there from Hank Zeisler. 2 down. Not Blomquist's best throw, but gets the job done. Whitesell trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning with Tony Livermore stepping into the left-handed batter's box.
First pitch misses outside to Tony Livermore, 0 for 2 today. A couple flyouts to center field. 10 hits for the Yalls, just 2 for the Boomers. The 1-0. In there for a strike. Evan Webster, 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 3 Ks. Dominant again. 1-1. Fouls it away. It's funny, in the appearance for Webster, that he has his lowest strike total is also his first shutout. Pretty amazing.
Strikeouts aren't everything.
Certainly not everything. The 1-2. Skies it out towards center field. With a beat on it is Jackson Tucker. He makes the grab and a clean 1-2-3 for Max Whitesell. Heading to stretch time at Thomas More Stadium. Florence on top 5-0 when we return on the Frontier League Network powered by HDN. Stretch time here at Thomas More Stadium, always brought to you by Stretch Lab. Stretch Lab's teams of highly trained flexologists will give you a deeper stretch than you could ever achieve on your own, Ben. Make sure to go visit Stretch Lab in a location near you or online at stretchlab.com. Also a Hooves Hangout pitching change. Looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover at Hooves Hangout today, 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. That'll be Tanner Shears on the mound for Schaumburg, entering for Buddy Pindell, who goes 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, 3 of them earned. 3 Ks for Pindell. Was able to survive a scary 101 off of him. 101 mile per hour ball just last inning.
And he looked good in the pitches after it, too,
Yeah.
so hopefully should be all right there. I need that Stretch Lab stretch right about now, Roar.
He did give up 10 hits, a couple of walks. First pitch to Tyler Schoenfeld is in there.
Yet another example of a good pitcher. His ERA is going to look a little worse because of the Florence Yalls.
After facing the Yalls. We said it last game. ERAs are always low until they face Florence, especially in Florence.
Yeah, this team is just raked at Thomas More Stadium.
That one misses outside a 2-0 count. Schoenfeld 0 for 3 today. Reached on an error, came in to score. Here in the bottom half of the 7th. Schoenfeld skies it down the left field line. Fitzgerald heading towards foul territory, runs out of room. As that one bounces off the Furniture Fair Terrace Club. Tell you what looks real good is the Thornbush umbrellas all throughout the stadium. Look at the shade they provide, man.
They're pretty umbrellas, too.
Yeah, like great umbrellas. Thornbush in the house tonight. I think they're wearing like Thornbush Blackberry jerseys. That's pretty amazing.
Might need to get one of those.
Yeah. The 3-1 count to Tyler Schoenfeld. 3-1 pitch, misses inside. 5-pitch walk. Florence gets a leadoff runner aboard. Schoenfeld on base over at first for now. Hank Zeisler, who's 0 for 3. Trying to get into his groove.
Has he had back-to-back hitless games this season?
Probably
I don't think
not.
he has.
No. Considering he just snapped a 17-game on-base streak. Has not had many games where he's left hitless. Let alone not been on base. Pickoff attempt, nothing going. Schoenfeld already a stolen base today. That was Schoenfeld's 12th on the season. Runner takes off. It misses upstairs. Throw down to second. Not in time. Schoenfeld, 2 stolen bases in the game. Now 13 total. On the season, he's a perfect 12 for 12, stealing second. Runner in scoring position for Hank Zeisler.
Yeah, we talk about Tucker stealing a lot of bases. In total, they have pretty similar numbers, but Schoenfeld's been a little more efficient on the base paths.
That one's in there for a strike. I think more volume for Tucker. And Schoenfeld's been definitely more efficient. Obviously perfect over at second. Tucker's now been caught stealing 5 times at second. Here's the 1-1, misses outside, 2-1. Tanner Shears here is 6'3", 205. Last played with the Oakland Ballers. He's from Riverbank, California. Florence sent Campbell Spradling to the Oakland Ballers earlier this season.
Minor League champions last year.
2-1, roped right into the shift by the second baseman Livermore. Makes the play and throws it on to first to retire Hank Zeisler. Now that's one where, I mean, that's 104 off the bat. I think the shift actually did help there, considering gave Livermore so much time to field that correctly.
I think the shift got Zeisler last time, too, where the first baseman was just hugging the line.
I was talking to Brendan Bobo, who now steps up to the plate. You know, they were playing a big shift on him as well. And, well, you know, I was wondering, I was like, did you ever think about dropping a bunt? And he goes like, yeah, I just didn't get the situations, to do so. First pitch to him. In there for a strike. Infield kind of pulled in for Schaumburg, not on the green turf, but about halfway.
It breaks the shift a little bit, too.
Yeah.
They used to have all three guys on the right side of second.
0-1, whoa, misses way upstairs to the backstop. Schoenfeld will come in on a wild pitch from Tanner Shears. Florence on top 6-0.
I mean, that's what speed does. We talked about it on the other end when Mississippi had Braylon Skinner and John Ponder's a real speedy guy for Evansville, too. I mean, you have someone who could take second base like that. He's on to lead off the inning. The difference between like a ground out like Zeisler had getting him over to third with less than 2 outs.
Yeah.
And that potentially being a double play ball if he doesn't steal.
It's a job done there by Zeisler, but
it's a conversation we had about Mississippi where, you're in good shape to keep him off the base paths, but
yeah.
And that was the team that led the Frontier League at stolen bases last year.
Here's the 1-2, bounces in the dirt. That was really just, slipped out of the hand of Shears there on that wild pitch. Entering this series, Florence 7th in the Frontier League in stolen bases with 27. Again, that's entering the series. Here's the 2-2 to Bobo. This is upstairs. Y'all's on top 6-0. The payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Dotted up on the outer half at 94. Sends Bobo down looking. First K of the day for Tanner Shears.
It's back-to-back strikeouts for Bobo, too. I mean, you're not going to complain at all about the way Bobo has been playing this year. Truly, really making a difference here for Florence. He's been awesome. Strikeout numbers have been a little high, though. I think you'll take that trade-off. He's going to continue hitting like this, though.
Brings up Zade Richardson. The missile to left field his last time up. His 3rd home run of the season. Gave Florence a 5-0 or 4-0 lead at the time. Here's the 0-1 to him. This is outside. You mentioned Ellie De La Cruz got an injury in today's game.
Yep, he singled in the right and then immediately it looked like pulled something as he was rounding first. Got pulled. So we'll know the extent of it, obviously.
So something in his leg, you're thinking.
Yeah.
1-1 fouled away.
He needs those.
It's probably his game, right?
Yeah.
As does every human, but
Correct.
Really for Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie De La Cruz really needs his legs. You heard it here first from Ben Hauer. 2 for 3 day for Richardson. 1-2. Ropes it down the left field line, but foul up onto the Furniture Fair Terrace Club.
Nobody in the Terrace Club today.
Oh, nobody over there. It's a good spot.
It is a great spot.
I think before the game, we saw you just sunbathing out.
I was going to say, sometimes I need a break from the hustle and bustle of the office. I'll just
go out
and tan on the Terrace Club.
Lay on the cushionless couch, just the bone of the couch. 1-2, swing and a miss, bottom of the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tanner Shears. Florence does get a run when Schoenfeld came home to score on a wild pitch. They carry a 6-0 lead into the top of the 8th when we return on the Frontier League Network, powered by HTN. Top half of the 8th inning, Florence carries a 6-0 lead. It's Max Whitesell back out on the mound for the Yalls. At this point, you know, if Florence carries a 6-0 lead, do you even use Aiden McAvoy?
You know, it's a weird because it felt like yesterday they didn't really. You know, Florence scored late that they didn't need to use guys. But remember, Phelps came in a one-run game.
Phelps came in a two-run game, made it a one-run game, and then Harajli came in the one-run game. This is the game where you would try and piece it together, though.
Yeah.
This is you would have felt much easier than a 3-1 ball game.
But you have tomorrow off. I mean, there's a difference between rest and then you let guys sit for too long. I don't mind giving McAvoy an inning.
And for McAvoy, it would be, you know, he hadn't pitched in the whole series.
Yeah.
His last appearance would be Lake Erie, where he blew the save in the 9th. Obviously, that sent the tie game into the 10th. Florence got walked off on a walk-off walk. My least favorite one to happen against us.
With the walk-off hit by Pitch Forest, though.
Way cooler, especially when it's brought to you by Airport Paint and Body. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, bottom of the zone. Max Whitesell picks up his first K. He's been 4 up, 4 down. Back up to the top of the order, Alec Craig. Florence pitching has retired 6 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, this is just, it's worked out perfectly, really, for Florence to be able to, you know, you win the first 2, you're going for a sweep today, and you could just throw the kitchen sink at Schaumburg. You know, Webster, Whitesell, McAvoy.
Florence has outscored Schaumburg 30-7 in the series. 0-1 in there for a strike. Got to assume Schaumburg's just ready to go play Joliet.
Yeah, and Joliet is struggling.
5 wins on the season for the Slammers. Florence will welcome in the Windy City Thunderbolts for the first time in 2026. 0-2 misses outside. Obviously, Florence with ownership of both ball clubs. That'll be a fun one. Some friends over there. It's one where you have to stay even keel. You got to root for both teams. Here's the 1-2. Check swing, doesn't go around. Got T-Bird, Terry Bonadonna coming in. Not a bad streak here. You went from Spencer to TC Pop over there to T-Bird.
It's a good trio.
Here's the 2-2. Misses downstairs. You know, I'm the only one that calls him T-Bird as well.
Are you?
Yeah. I'll say that to Windy City people, and they're like, who is that?
You're not the only one that calls TC Pop, though.
No. That's his handle. Full count. Kick the payoff pitch. Broken bat sent down the third base line and foul. Look at that. Just splintered.
It's a good break right there.
Yeah. Could use that for some firewood from Deck the Yalls. You weren't around for that. That was Deck the Yalls Light Fest.
Would have loved to be around for the festivities. Not sure if I would have loved to be around for the setup.
You wouldn't have been happy with the setup or cleanup. No doubt about that. Neither with the field. I mean, the field seems like it's barely hanging on right now. I couldn't imagine what a winter of Light Fest would have done to it. The payoff again. Fastball misses inside. Alec Craig, another walk. Water is wet.
It's 2 of them today.
Sky is blue. Brings up Christian Fedko, 0 for 3. Yeah, so Deck the Yalls, used to have to, manually stroke these fires that we had on the, right in front of the bandstand. Stroke?
I haven't heard either of those words for a fire.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong at all. I just have not heard that. When I,
1-0. Well, let me look it up.
you're using it in the terms of like trying to start the fire.
To manually stoke a fire, so it's stoke. Yeah. Well, we'd start the fires, but then you'd also have to tend to them. That one's cranked out towards right center field. Well hit, Bobo, all the way to the wall. He leaps and makes the grab right in front of the Community Trust Bank sign. Sends Alec Craig back, and that was a great defensive play from Florence once again. Seems like they've had a lot of good defense out in the outfield for sure.
Today, the defense has been outstanding for Florence. It was a little shaky yesterday. A couple of errors, not that it really ended up playing a part in the game.
That'll bring up the lefty Miles Beal. 1 for 3 today. So we just had like 5, not fireplaces over there, but that one's fried down the first base line. Way foul up under the Y'all's slide.
See how many balls get out there?
No, I don't see much hit off the Y'all's water tower side. Have you been down it yet?
No.
You got to get down.
First sweep by call for it.
Yeah. Why don't you do the post-game interview over there? The 0-1 grounder fouled away.
Me and Kyle Harbison just sliding down the slide and asking the questions.
Wow. People are getting some velo on it, no doubt. An 0-2 count. Kick the 0-2 pitch way upstairs, all the way to the backstop. Glancing off the glove of Harbison, it moves Craig over towards second with 2 away.
Tell you what, though, things for the ballpark. Something that's still looking great. Those McSwain on deck circles have really. The bright white color has stayed bright white.
You're absolutely right.
Now I can almost guarantee that wouldn't be the case on a dirt grass field.
No, they have stayed. But even the ones last year, they faded. These ones have stayed picture perfect. It's a great call, Ben. 1-2, soft into left field. It's a base hit. They're going to wave around Craig. Brodell's throw comes to the plate. It's cut off by Broussard. It'll make this a 6-1 ball game. It was a late send by the third base coach. Makes this a 6-1 ball game, a 5-run lead for Florence.
That still doesn't give up too many runs. I'll tell you what, though, I don't think I see anyone warming up.
Now, definitely Whitesell's inning to end it here. First pitch misses upstairs.
You don't think McAvoy would have started warming by now if they wanted him for the 9th?
No. He'd warm up in the offensive half of the inning. He's throwing the plyo ball.
Oh, yeah, that is him.
1-0, swing and a miss. 1-1. Either way, so we would go through all these fires for Deck the Alls and just the most amount of firewood. And once you got low and didn't have like a new shipment coming in, you would be, hunting for stuff to just throw in. It was crazy.
Baseball bats. You alls come back the next season and just no bats in the
just a bunch of ash. Two-one count. 2 away and a runner on first. 2-1 pitch. That one's cranked out towards left field. Brodell working back. He looks up and it bounces off the bottom of the wall. On the way to third is Miles Beal and a double for Kyle Fitzgerald. Schaumburg with some life here in the inning. Back-to-back hits. And they have runners in scoring position with 2 away.
First time this game they've really started to put pretty good contact on the ball. Toby will have a chat with Whitesell.
Will Prater will be the batter as Toby Hall speaking with Max Whitesell. What about Kirk Kramer not showing up right now?
Forgot he even existed at this point.
Here we are, top of the 8th.
I haven't seen him today. That's the thing. TC Pop might get a forfeit win today.
It's going to be a tough one to beat him anyway. He's got a Bowman Sterling, Roman Anthony. That's also a Mojo Refractor. That's a Mega Box exclusive. Pretty cool card. I picked up the Bowman Sterling Roman Anthony, but not the refractor version of it. Runners second and third. First pitch in there for a strike to Will Prater. The 0-1 misses outside. Stadium Ops right now getting ready for some post-game autographs. A lot of fans looking forward to it too. 1-1, off speed in there.
First in a couple of weeks, didn't have it last Sunday. Remember that was the rain delay. We didn't get started till 4:30.
Yeah, that was that.
It's pouring down rain.
Glad we're not at that point right now. 1-2, fastball misses out.
It's our first normal Sunday. The doubleheader 2 Sundays ago.
You're right. Had that continuation game plus the regular 7. 2-2, fouls it back. Still a lovely Sunday. Some kids screaming. Is that a roar?
Some kids try to be intimidating.
Zombie
right
down.
It worked.
2-2, hard hit into center field for a base hit. That'll bring in at least one. They're going to wave around Fitzgerald, and now they bobble it in right center field. Nobody can pick it up. A 2-run base hit from Will Prater now makes this a 6-3 ball game, and there goes Aiden McAvoy.
And all of a sudden, you start after holding your breath just a little bit. Game-tying run comes up on deck now. I'll tell you what, too. Not that it really matters in this exact situation, but there was no need for Prater to slide into second base. And I think him sliding into second is the reason he's not standing at third.
Yeah.
Tucker really struggled with it in center.
Yeah, they were just throwing it around out there in right center field. Now it's Alex Calarco, the switch hitter, hitting from the left side. Big swing and a miss. Max Whitesell trying to get out of this. He's allowed 3 runs in the inning in a 6-3 ball game, and now would be a safe situation for McAvoy. The 0-1 swing and a miss, top of the zone, behind the fastball. From the stretch, the 0-2 pitch, skies it foul. Whitesell delivers the 0-2, fouls it away into the Y'all's dugout. There's a calmness on Family Fun Day Sunday. Everyone's just relaxed a little bit more.
Not that kid.
Not that kid, not the umpires today, you know. Everyone else, even keel. The 0-2. That one's cranked out towards left field. Brodell going back. It's going to bounce off the wall. On the way to second is Calarco. He's in with an RBI double. Now a 6-4 ball game. Florence will have to make a move to the pen. Just a lot of hard contact against Max Whitesell. 3 straight doubles, 4 straight hits. All of it with 2 outs.
And you obviously did not want to be in this situation if you're Florence. Really good feeling coming into this inning. Game-tying run coming to the plate. Here comes McAvoy.
We'll have a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken pitching change when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken pitching change. The new wing coming into the game. Pick up the best wings in the tri-state area. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Lee's always fresh, never frozen. Aiden McAvoy in for Max Whitesell. Whitesell leaves a runner on second in a 6-4 ball game. Tying run coming to the plate in Mitch Bonkowski. Whitesell's unofficial final line, an inning and 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs right now. Still on tap for the runner in scoring position. A walk and a strikeout. McAvoy, we were talking about, hey, maybe you don't need to use him in a 6-0 ball game. That's changed quick. It's now just 2 runs, and will be a save situation. McAvoy having to pitch the bottom of the 8th and the 9th now.
Well, it all happened so fast there with Whitesell. All 4 runs came on back-to-back plate appearances. So it's a good thing that they did plan on having McAvoy up and warming no matter what. So he's ready at this point.
Bonkowski 1 for 3. Singled back in the 5th. McAvoy working from the stretch against the righty Bonkowski. First pitch. This is outside. We mentioned it as well that McAvoy's last outing, not his best, was a blown save in Lake Erie. The 1-0. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1-1. His numbers still good. 12 2/3 innings, 12 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 7 walks to 15 Ks for McAvoy. The 1-1 slider missing bottom of the zone. That was like a frisbee.
Yeah.
The amount of break that had.
McAvoy will use that slider a lot.
2-1 the count. Two-one pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2, 90 miles per hour, middle of the zone. McAvoy a starter all of last year for Joliet. Two-two, fouls it away.
You know, obviously Florence still in a really tough situation, but you also don't want you want is for Whitesell to lose a little bit of confidence and not be his normal self.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really afford that right now.
2-2. Slider called, strike 3, top of the zone. Caught every bit of it. No doubt a strike, and a great call there from the home plate umpire. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Florence with 4 runs in the inning when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Bottom of the 8th, Florence trying to get some insurance now. It's a 6-4 ball game. Marcus Brodell, Garrett Broussard, and Brett Blomquist will face the new pitcher out of the Hoops Hangout bullpen, Caleb Rydell. Looking for the perfect spot to relax and open your favorite Pokemon or baseball trading cards. Visit former Reds reliever J.J. Hoover over at Hooves Hangout today, 405 Washington Street, Suite D in Alexandria. I think Kurt Kramer might have been taking a nap. I see him walking down the
there he is.
concourse now. Let's see where he goes.
He's got a little pep in his step.
He's going to make a quick run up the stairs. Looks like we'll have Kurt Kramer. Of course, it's never when I want Kurt Kramer to be here. I want him there for the defense. Imagine we had ripping packs during that last inning where we gave up 4 runs.
Yeah.
That's why you got to come in the top of the innings here. Marcus Brodell trying to continue a good day, 2 for 3. Lefty-lefty battle. Rydell in to face the lefty Marcus Brodell. That one misses outside.
Pindell, Rydell, Brodell. Rydell the only lefty out of the Schaumburg pen.
Rydell and Pindell, both from Windy City. That one's in there for a strike. From the stretch, the 0-1. In there, 0-2. I tell you what, we got Cowboy Kurt Kramer now joining us in the press box. Kurt, less than pleased to see you here in the bottom of the 8th. 0-2 swing and a miss. Well, what was the holdup?
Rory, we are styling and pro 5 underway. There is no holdup. No, just a little timing issue, making sure we feed the guys. Take care of little Lee's famous recipe chicken for the boys today.
There you go.
So, yeah, on a hop. I was on a hop. I'm sure you saw me on the concourse.
I saw you with a little pep in your step moving here in the concourse.
Certainly.
First pitch was in there for a strike. We got 2 final packs to open for Bowman here. And Kurt, you're coming up in the bottom of the 8th, so we got half an inning to do so because we're not going to be doing that in the 9th. That one skied high over towards first base in foul territory. Prater makes the grab. Kurt, we got an out to get these packs open.
Let's
so
do it.
You're
Let's
on
just
a
simultaneously rip them.
No, you got it.
Go. On the hop. Little Sunday rip that pack. What a great weekend at Thomas More we had. Good baseball. So Roman Anthony and Trey Turner.
That's gonna be numbered.
Something coming that's numbered. War says something's numbered. Mookie Betts. Let's
Looks
go
like
with
it.
a Cal Raleigh Electric Sluggers. No number.
It was green. I thought mine was green.
I don't
and
understand
I figured that
that.
would be numbered.
And then a Sean Pullen, Sebastian Walcott, a Matt Klein, and a someone and a someone.
Someone and a someone.
So the Electric Sluggers Cal Raleigh. I mean, that's still a good-looking card.
I was excited. I saw that cow. I thought, here we go.
And we have some tough competition today. It's a 1-0 count to Blomquist. He skies that one high and deep out towards right field. All the way there is Beetle, all the way to the wall. He looks up, and it's out of here. Brett Blomquist, his 2nd home run of the season, and a little insurance for Florence. They're on top 7-4.
Looks like I showed up just in time for a little mashed potatoes.
How about it for Blomquist? He's shown some sneaky power so far this year. Had that grand slam, another Sunday game. Or you just slammed the table.
Yeah, like I said last time, I just hate to see that top 100. It's my least favorite, but we got Garrett Crochet, Zach Neto, Michael Harris, Sal Stewart. Top 100 is Kaysen Cunningham. We got Wyatt Sanford, Ethan Holiday first Bowman. That's good. And Jose DePaula, Rickard Kova, and Dari Fernandez. So TC Pop absolutely beat both of us, but you take home the win for sure. 0-1 misses inside to Harbison.
So the Boomers TC Pop with a little rip this afternoon, huh?
Yes, he had one of those Bowman Sterlings, but it was also a Mojo refractor of Roman Anthony. That one bounces down in the dirt.
4-4-2.
4-4-2.
Between you two gentlemen.
Kurt, you got the next box here.
I do.
Harbison with a 3-hit day. Florence on top 7-4. Gives a little breathing room for Aiden McAvoy on the other side of the ball.
Old Ravenscrest back there trying to convince me on some tops chrome for the next rip, but I said Rory is not feeling the tops these days, but maybe,
Now, what is it called?
tops chrome.
No, it's not chrome. It's
Platinum?
platinum.
Tops platinum.
Tops
There
platinum.
we go.
I was like, chrome I know. 2-2. That one's fouled away. Platinum I've never dove into.
Me neither.
So I don't know what we'll get. I told him he's got he can fire us one in there.
Yeah, we'll jump in the platinum pool. I know usually to get in the platinum pool, you got to pay extra cotton.
That one's fouled away. A double for Harbison, scored a run in the third. And then a 2-run single in the fourth and a single in the first. Make up a 3-hit day for the catcher. Payoff pitch. Misses upstairs. Make it 4 times on base for Harbison.
So, and I think the Topps Platinum is the highest Topps product you can get then, right? That's what I'm assuming. I mean, you got Topps Chrome. What's higher than Chrome?
Chrome
Platinum.
update.
Chrome update.
Chrome update.
Platinum. I think,
Yeah, I get it.
sounds fancy.
I'll go back to Topps for Topps Chrome when we get that back up and moving.
You and I running we're on a slump. We're on a Topps absolute slump.
We are. To be fair, the last 2 Bowman boxes, maybe the last 3 Bowman boxes haven't got a numbered in it. Actually, I did get one.
Now, I did pull
this one
that Cortez out
Yep.
of 99, which Cortez, I mean, the man can hit the ball.
He can hit the ball. He's not playing enough.
They're
Not
not
playing
getting enough time on
No.
the turf.
Jackson Tucker at the plate. He's 1 for 4. 2-0 count to him. Swing and a miss. Beautiful day here at the ballpark, though, Hunker.
It is absolutely gorgeous out here in Florence, Kentucky today.
And Thornbush left very pleased, by the way.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good to hear. They're good. The good people of Thornbush here today. Thornbush Blackberry Bourbon. The new slush is incredible.
Yeah, it is. It's tasty here. It's the official cocktail of the Florence Yells.
If you're into your bourbon, you're out here at Thomas More. Stop at the bar. See Kent or Chrissy over there, and ask for the Thornbush slush. You will not be disappointed.
Now, can we get any update on when we're actually moving into the new bar?
So June 9th, Florence Yalls will have a brand new state-of-the-art bar here at Thomas More Stadium with all the updates. The Platinum Bar.
The Platinum Beeline Bar is what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
Is the 3-1 fouled straight over our heads.
No, really looking forward to that update here. I think we'll a lot of good times to be had in the new bar. A big open space. And they have done a good job of renovating that space down there.
Now, how's that going to look with Rockin' Saturday happening over there and then the bar over here? Swing and a miss inside on an off-speed. I guess we'll get that answer in the top of the 9th. Florence gets some insurance, a solo blast from Brett Blomquist. We head to the top of the 9th. Aiden McAvoy trying to close this out when we return to the Frontier League Network, powered by HDN. Top of the ninth, a Hawksworth Blood Center save opportunity here at Thomas More Stadium. Aiden McAvoy in, trying to seal a Florence win, and a series sweep would be the first sweep of the season for the Y'alls. Kurt, you think he's going to be able to get it done?
I think Aiden's got this. You know, I think these guys are really starting to gel together out here early in the season. I think it'd be a big boost for a sweep, you know, early in the season for these guys. So, you know, I'm pretty confident Aiden can hold on to this one for us.
4 runs in the 8th from Schaumburg has made this a 7-4 game as we enter the 9th. The first pitch to the lefty, Livermore, is in there for a strike.
McAvoy, a big boy, too, at 6'4", 205.
Yeah, he's tall. For 3 ninth for Livermore. The 0-1 misses outside. He's flying out to center field 3 times. Believe we'll have Ben Hauer hopefully after this game, talking to Kyle Harbison for our post-game interview. The Y'alls got some insurance in the bottom of the 8th. Brett Blomquist. A home run to right field. That one misses upstairs, 2-1. Let me tell you what, Kurt, the Snappy's Pizza, phenomenal today.
That's good to hear. We had a new guy, so shout out to Tegan down there.
Yeah.
Snappy's making good pies for everyone today.
That was great. 2-1 misses downstairs.
I'll pass it along. A little confidence boost for the rookie.
3-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on. Top of the 9th. Florence trying to hang on for their 3rd win in a row. And a sweep over Schaumburg. 3-1. Misses inside. Leadoff runner is aboard.
That's not what you wanted to see from McAvoy here, putting a guy on with no outs in the top of the 9th here.
We'll say McAvoy has started an outing before with a walk and has, just come right back and dialed it 1, 2, 3 after. So not out of the realm of possibility. Brings up Cole Nelson. I think the more pressing matter is that you do have the top of the order looming in Alec Craig and the rest of the guys for Schaumburg. Those are the big bats.
Rory, you pitched quite a bit yourself. What do you think the conversation was between catcher and McAvoy there just now? Just a little calm down?
Yeah, and we're actually going to see Corey Call go out and add some more sand to the turf mound.
The old mound has been quite a bit of the discussion around Thomas More Stadium this weekend.
Certainly has been a topic of controversy.
Last night we tried a few tricks on it, and I haven't heard much about it today until now. So McAvoy obviously having some footing issues there on the mound.
Saw a few, no tumbles, but a few slips. That seemed like such a small spot to actually add sand to.
Take a few.
And I don't even think McAvoy landed in where we had the sand.
Quick call to Corey Call down there then.
Corey Call's had his hands full in this series. Yeah, he gets a little fist bump from the manager, Toby Hall. Cole Nelson, the righty batter's box. Waits the first pitch. Here it comes from McAvoy. A fastball missing outside. Five balls and 6 pitches here for McAvoy. The 1-0 misses inside.
Strike zone seem to be evading McAvoy right now. 2-0.
Straight up defense for Florence. 2-0. In there for a strike on the outer half at 89.
Much needed strike there for McAvoy. Certainly don't want to go down 3-0 on the count with a guy at first. No outs.
2-1 slider doesn't bend enough.
Way outside.
Yeah. Seems like it slipped. You're definitely not going to want to go into the top of the order with 2 runners on and nobody out. That would bring the tying run to the plate immediately. 3-1 swing and a miss. That's a good bounce back there from McAvoy.
I think I come at him with the same exact thing here and try to at least get him to put one on the ground and maybe get that double play.
The payoff pitch. Called strike 3, bottom of the zone. Nice off speed from Aiden McAvoy and a throw of the bat from Cole Nelson.
Couldn't have thrown a better pitch at the plate there. Right at the bottom of the zone.
And he's already worn it. We already had an ejected manager in this one. Now some more words from the Schaumburg dugout. I think that's Will Prater that's been yelling a lot.
He is still going at it down there.
Yeah, he is. That one was a few inches below the zone. First pitch popped up in the infield, third base side, Broussard and McAvoy going at it. It's McAvoy making the grab. What a big timeout. Not often do you see the pitcher go after, defensive plays, but McAvoy wanted to have that one. And that's a quick 2 away now. It's a big time spot for McAvoy. Gets the call he needs on the strike 3 looking, and then the very next pitch puts away the top of the order and Alec Craig a tough out. Now it's Christian Fedko. You feel a little bit more at ease with 2 away and a runner on first.
Yeah, I think everyone here at Thomas More feels the pressure kind of lift off his shoulders after that out.
First pitch misses downstairs. Florence 1 out away from sweeping the Schaumburg Boomers, who entered and will still leave here this game at the top of their division in the Central Division of the Midwest Conference. The 1-0. In there for a strike to Christian Fedko.
Good pitch there for McAvoy. Right on the end. Dugout does not like that one either.
Oh, the dugout has just been all over him. Yep. Ejection.
There it is. I thought it would come in the last.
There's been so many people talking. This is going to be a bench coach for Schaumburg. It could be the pitching coach, Jake Joyce. I don't know exactly who it is.
Now
it is Jake Joyce.
You thought the last called out on the strike was a little low. What'd you think of that one there? I thought that one looked good.
You take TrackMan for what it is because it's a small zone that I'm able to see, and it doesn't go up and down based off of, Aaron Judge versus Jose Altuve. That zone is, obviously always increasing. So it's just a standard box for everyone. So it's not always true, but yeah, that one
outside of the
a little bottom of the zone. But it's also at some point hey, that pitch has been getting called. You have to see it. So this is also a conversation. I think it's Will Prater. I'm pretty sure that's who it was. He's been saying a lot, and I think he's also.
Wow.
He's also ejected.
We are getting quite the show here at Thomas More in the ninth.
Prater might have been the first one ejected.
He is out here.
It's Prater heading back to the clubhouse. It wasn't Joyce. Joyce was just the one coming up. So it's Prater that was ejected first. And all the rest of the coaching staff seems to maintain. And I called that from the dugout. Prater was standing tall, just saying a lot. And it shouldn't have been a surprise. He was saying quite a lot.
We could hear him pretty clear all the way up here in the bucket.
It's a 1-1 count. runner on first and 2 away. 1-1 pitch. That's skied out towards center field. It's going to send Tuck for a ride all the way out toward the warning track. He makes the grab, and Florence picks up a 7-4 win. Bring out the brooms. The Yalls have swept the Boomers here at Thomas More Stadium.
Great win for the Florence Yalls today on the sweep.
7-4 win for Florence. They really outscored Schaumburg 31-11 throughout the entire series. Webster gets the win. The save will go to McAvoy, and the loss to Buddy Pindell. As Florence takes another series against Schaumburg, such a talented team, a little injured right now. Florence was able to take advantage of it and pick up their third win in a row, move to 12-9, a season high, 3 games over 500.
Yeah, and an offensive performance this series, you can definitely hang your hat on there.
Really good all the way around, and timely pitching too.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
I'm not gonna say that the pitching was bad. It was really good. You got 2 quality starts from Evan Webster and Yannicker Villalobos yesterday. Some great appearances out of the bullpen as well. But we do have Ben Hauer, who's got Kyle Harbison down as our player of the game. Harbison today 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. We'll send it down to Ben. It's all you.
Thanks, Rory. Cal, I think you're batting some ice cold water. 10 for 18 to start the year for you. Where do you see to the play right now?
I'm just seeing it well, sticking to the approach. You know, everything that Harry talks about, shout out him. Just sticking with it.
And for you personally, kind of a unique situation. You stayed with the team, active roster to start the year. Your opportunity back. You stay ready in a situation like that where you didn't know how much playing time you're going to get.
I just took BP every day and showed up to the yard like I was playing every day, and then just went over there and coached a mean first base.
That first base coach, big part of it. Evan Webster does today. 6 innings again. You guys in a really good position to win. Why is calling a game for Evan Webster so easy?
Man, it's just, I mean, we never even knew each other first start of the year, and it was like everything clicked. Whatever I put down, that's what he wanted. And it's, I mean, we got 3 starts together exactly like that. It's awesome.
Now your first sweep comes against one of the best teams in the league. You got 3 more coming up at home. You got your best record of the year at 12-9. Where are the vibes and confidence level at right now for the Yalls?
Vibes are hot. Boys are playing good ball. 1 through 9's hitting it well. Pitching's doing well. You know, music's gonna be loud in the clubhouse for sure.
Thanks, Cal. Go get that music.
Thank you.
Oh my, what a post-game interview. I mean, we had some fans chanting over Ben Hauer and Kyle Harbison. Either way, great to have Kyle join us, and congratulations to his first player of the game of the season. He's really hot at the plate. A 3 for 3 day with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Pretty pivotal in this series sweep. Kurt, it was great having you up here, but Florence is going to be returning again on Tuesday against Windy City. The Thunderbolts coming to town, and that's obviously a good rivalry just because you know, the ownership of both teams are the same. And Kurt, with Windy City coming to town, anything that you have for the Thunderbolts?
Yeah, I think going in, you know, leaving this series with a sweep against a good team just sets you up for the next one, you know, coming in. They're already pumped to have Windy City in here and take on that rivalry, but ending this series with the sweep, you go in, head a little higher, ready to play more baseball, and I think this is a great series for the locker room and everything going into the rest of the season entirely.
Should be something that they can build off of for sure. Anytime you're able to sweep such a talented team like the Schaumburg Boomers, it is always great. But the first one of the season, too, to be against a first-place team, Schaumburg, the first-place team of the Central Division of the Midwest Conference, really, really fun. Florence moves to 12-9, 3 games over 500. That's the most I've seen in my tenure here since being here in 2024. I believe it's the most in quite some time since 2021 as well. So that is exciting. All exciting things for the Yalls. Isaac Milburn added for Florence. a little more added incentive pitching against his former ball club on Tuesday. That'll just be one of the fun storylines to follow Tuesday, a 6:52 start here at Thomas More Stadium. $2 Tuesday, that's $2 popcorn, hot dogs, tickets, ice cream, sodas, and more. It's going to be a fun day at the ballpark.
Yes, sir.
And should hopefully get some more of this beautiful weather. Either way, we appreciate you guys all tuning in, whether on the Frontier League Network powered by HDN or the Florence Y'all's radio network. We do this for you. Special shout out to the Stadium Ops crew, the true heart and soul of the whole organization, Zach Corey and all their interns, all the hard work that they do. That'll do it for us. A 7-4 win for Florence, a sweep of the Schaumburg Boomers. You could bring out the brooms like Steve and Greg said. I know he had his broom down there on the third base line. Florence again coming back on Tuesday. Enjoy the off day, and we'll see you next time on the Frontier League Network powered by HDN. I've been Rory Tettemer, that's Kurt Kramer, and you saw Ben Howler as well, saying so long from Thomas More Stadium. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, Arnie. You're the best.